Back with the commissioner. We're here to talk about the new website. We're doing a little follow-up to our first interview. Yahoo.com. It's got a black background. It's got some sort of faded, blurry pictures in there. How do you feel about Yahoo, Commish?
To be honest, it's been a mixed bag. So waiver wire bidding is phenomenal.
It's awesome.
I think so far that's been unanimous, right?
It's awesome, yes.
Yeah, it's just crazy. It's the Wild Wild West. And I don't mean that like the West Division. I mean, the cliche Wild Wild West.
What are the cons?
Well, the cons, the main one for me, there's two main ones. The mobile app, it looks fine, but the projections that it gives you when you look at the scores live when games are going on, it just gives you the projection from the beginning of the game. It doesn't update with, okay, here's what we think you'll score now.
The website does. If you go to the website, though, it will. I don't know.
If you go to the website, it will. So that's negligible. And then the stat tracker,
I don't even bring it up.
The little pop-up.
Yeah.
The little pop-up for in-game scoring, live scoring, is just brutal.
The website's kind of jankety, right? Like, we're just trying to get the matchups. It's like, well, here's an ad, and then it'll just disappear, and you can scroll down, and it's like, what? And then it's hard to find players.
It's so weird to scroll down below a score to pop up the other scores. I don't know if that's like a loading time thing. But in terms of the data and the information, Yahoo has a crazy amount of information.
Do you watch the little 20-second...
So like the player videos?
Yeah.
I've watched a couple of them.
Do you have your favorite guy yet? There's just one guy, he's kind of a hard ass. I remember at the beginning of the year, he's like, I will never project Shane Vereen to ever have a touchdown. Just FYI. And you're like, I like this guy, man. He's a straight talker. He's like... And then the other guys are just sort of...
He makes some bold moves.
Normal fantasy football blowhards. But this guy's like, I don't know, man. Darren Sproles, man, should have sold high. And I was like, if he's right, he should have sold high, man.
I was just so sick of ESPN's projections because they thought every player was going to score 15 points every week. It'd be like a fourth-string wide receiver in Jacksonville, and they'd be like, I think this is the week, man. I think he's going to put up 17. And you're like, no, he's not.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the information on Yahoo is, worlds better than what we had on ESPN.
Right.
Plus, you got waiver wire bidding, which...
It's still kind of a fool's trap because it's impossible to project shit. Unless you can see the future, you're going to be wrong 80% of the time. But again, you're right. The info is better than ESPN. What about the injured reserve? As an owner of two severely injured running backs, that's pretty shit.
Yeah. And that's the other thing, too.
That you can't do it. Like, why?
And why don't, because their reasoning, Yahoo's reasoning is they use the injured reserve slot for people who are actually on IR for keeper leagues. So if it's somebody that you'd want to keep for the next year.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But my point is let the league commissioners or let each individual league decide how to use the IR slot. Make that a setting. Make that a setting. If we want to use it like that, if we're a keeper league, then do that. Otherwise, let us do it how we want. So, and that's a feature request that Yahoo has. So hopefully they'll put that in before next year.
You got the feelers. You got the irons and the fire. Yeah.
Anybody can look at it. It's just on their help page.
What about the trades? I don't understand the trades. Like, can you vote against trades? What's the rule? Mm-hmm. No one knows. And I felt like my trade was open forever. Even I know it's a different site, but we voted specifically to have a 24-hour period.
Yeah, and it said in that email that we got that we had 24 hours to review the trade, all other owners. But
it wouldn't, we traded on...
But it said it processed in 48 hours. So I don't know. I don't know if there's just a one-day lag between a trade getting approved and it going through, or I'm not sure on that one.
All right. The trade went through. Hey, give a shout-out a reminder. You encourage Western teams to set up times to talk to the DDL.
Yes, absolutely.
Specifically, Dan Romans. We can work through the 2-hour difference. We can find a way.
One of the guys you might want to look at right now is Jacob because his team is red hot, and he might be.
I've been wondering
his
Jacob.
interest level could not be higher right now.
Interest level cannot, and I want to find out who the fuck the roughneck, these people he tweets about. It's maybe a real
minor league, major league soccer team, like a.
Oh, okay.
Division.
Speaking
2.
of, this is crazy. We have 5 seconds to talk about this, but the Chicago Fire maybe aren't going to be a major league soccer team for 2 years where they work on the stadium.
I don't know.
Anything? Commission's been great.